Hey guys, welcome to another video. Today we're taking a look at the Judge. The Judge is the only fully automatic shotgun in the game, and it's a lot of fun to play with. Before we get into it, leave a like if you enjoy the video and subscribe for more content. It really helps me out. Taking a quick look at the stats and some of the pros and cons, we can see that the Judge is fully automatic. This means you can hold down the left click and keep firing without having to reload after every shot. It has a rate of fire of 3.5 rounds a second, which is pretty good for a shotgun, and it's a lot higher than the Bucky. And the damage isn't too high when you first look at it, but every shot you take fires 12 pellets, which does make it high, especially if they all hit the enemy. It's got a magazine capacity of 7, meaning you can kill more than one enemy without having to reload. And it's got medium wall penetration, meaning you can kill enemies hiding behind thin walls or boxes. With this gun, you get decent mobility, meaning you can sidestep quite often and you can move around at a good movement speed. It won't be as high as some other guns, but it also won't be as low as with many of the heavier weapons in the game. As far as the cons go for this gun, you do have a problem when it comes to killing people at a range. After 10 meters, the damage drops off very fast and you will have trouble killing anyone who's further than 10 or 15 meters away. That's the main con this gun really has, but apart from that, the magazine capacity of 7, even though it's listed as a pro, is also a con, because while you can kill more than one enemy in one magazine, it will be very hard to kill more than 2, especially if they are not right in front of you at point blank range. Another con is that after you fire with this weapon, after every successive shot, the accuracy drops a lot, and you'll see the little circle as your crosshair get a lot bigger after taking every shot. And as a final con, I would say this gun lacks versatility. You will have a hard time killing anyone further than 15 meters away, and it doesn't have any kind of backup like the Bucky does with a right click or alt fire for more range. You really are very limited. Moving on to the aim and movement, as we said, every time you take a shot with this gun, 12 pellets are fired, and each pellet has their own amount of damage, so you want to make sure the enemy gets hit by as many pellets as possible. One of the best ways to do this is to aim for the enemy's stomach or chest, because it has a bigger area for the pellets to hit. The further away your enemy is, the harder it will be to hit them with many pellets, and the less damage each pellet will do. This means you want to make sure you are always as close as possible to the enemy. The best way to do this is to play in a sneaky beaky way so that the enemy doesn't hear you coming and you can get up real close, or play defensively so that as soon as an enemy is about to come around a corner, you can sidestep and fire most of your pellets at them in one go. Try to hold close, tight angles so that you can always kill enemies in 1 or 2 shots without them being able to fire at you from a long distance. When a lot of enemies are around you, try to use cover as much as possible, and if you need to lay down some cover fire, do that, but wait for them to get as close to you as possible before you sidestep and take a shot. Crouching improves your accuracy a lot with this gun, and it can be a very useful tactic to do sometimes, but I wouldn't recommend doing it all the time. Most of the time I would say sidestepping is a lot more effective, but given whatever situation you might be in, crouching can also be very effective, and it will tighten the spread so that your pellets get shot in a more concentrated area. The best tactic I would recommend when using this gun is to sidestep. Now, sidestepping means you are behind cover and you quickly step out to the side to take a quick shot if any enemy is there. This is very effective, especially if the enemy is close enough to kill them in one shot. If you time it right, you will be able to take a quick shot and kill your enemy in one go, as long as they're close enough. And if they are a bit too far, you can still hit them with a low risk of them hitting you before you step back into cover. Overall, I would say this is a very good gun to use if you are using it in the right way, which I would say is defensively and maybe in a sneaky beaky way sometimes, but you want to make sure you are always holding tight, close range corners. Don't try to use this gun at a medium to long distance because it's not very good and you will die more often than you kill your enemy. That's all for this video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it or it helped some of you out there. If you did, leave a like and subscribe for more content, and I'll see you guys in the next one.